mediate this.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much for Roos's score, by the way?
32.
Fuck. His first name? Is it Giannis?
Yeah, but it's
Who talks first?
Oh no, we're still waiting for the GB press guy.
You start.
FIBA told that we have to talk first. So this is what we can, but you can see this. You see, okay, English.
Θες να την κάνω εγώ τη μετάφραση?
Ναι, έλα, κάτσε, Θανάση. Κάτσε, Θανάση.
Τώρα δεν ξεκινάμε τους άλλους ακόμα. Πρέπει να είναι
Θέλω να έρθει στα πλάκα μας.
αυτός ο υπεύθυνος.
Μεταξύ μας.
Αυτό είπαμε. Πρέπει να έρθει ο υπεύθυνος.
He won't begin with. I'll sit down,
We
but
don't know where the GB press guy is.
yes, because
he went for the stats.
to find one
He's
statistic.
waiting. Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
We were with Chris for the half of the road, but
Ήδη με βαριά καρδιά, όχι γιατί πρέπει να στηρίξω την κίνηση που κάναμε. Όχι τους πρώτους ανθρώπους.
Hey.
no statistics.
Να υπάρχει μια συνέχεια.
Are we streaming live?
Yes, but we don't have any statistics. Alright, no problem. Okay, don't worry, it's okay. Just for 1 second.
Μπορούμε να τα...
Ready to go.
Ξεκινάω.
Are we live? Yeah. Well, welcome to the press conference after Great Britain against Greece at the Leicester Arena. And this FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifier. We have obviously Coach Kostas Missas.
No, coach,
I'm sorry, Coach. We have Coach and Mr. Mary Larenzaitis, Janulis Larenzaitis. I apologise for my pronunciation, sir.
Okay.
We're doing our best after an incredibly entertaining game here at the Leicester Arena. Your thoughts, please, first of all, for the Greek number 5. What an amazing game. Your opening statement after the proceedings.
Ξέραμε ότι εξ αρχής η Αγγλία είναι μια πολύ σκληρή ομάδα.
We knew from the beginning that the Great Britain team is a very tough team.
Είμαστε μια καινούργια ομάδα, στην ουσία έχουμε δουλέψει 3 μέρες και ήταν το πιο δύσκολο αυτό να το αντιμετωπίσουμε.
We are a new team as far as personnel and we only had 3 days to get together and work and for us this was the hardest part that we had to deal with.
Έτσι όπως πήγε το παιχνίδι θα μπορούσαμε να το κερδίσουμε στην κανονική διάρκεια, κάναμε κάποια λάθη.
The way the game went, we could have won this game in the normal period without the overtime, but we did some unacceptable turnovers.
Αλλά στο τέλος βάλαμε κάποια μεγάλα σούτ, βγάλαμε καρδιά και ήρθε το θετικό αποτέλεσμα.
In the end we scored some big shots, we gave our heart on the floor and we got the result that we wanted.
Είμαστε πολύ χαρούμενοι και συνεχίζουμε για τα επόμενα παιχνίδια.
We're very happy for the result and we'll keep fighting so we get a better team and win the rest of the games.
Thank you. And Coach, your thoughts?
Yes, it was a great game. Both of teams, they play the best they can because this is a strange period about the games. Everybody's coming only for a few days. You have to prepare everything. And of course, in this situation, the team of British is more lucky than us because they change the coach like us, but they keep almost all the team from the Eurobasket. We have to change almost everything. We have only one player to continue. You understand, in 3 days, we have to create something new. The biggest problem for us, it was the stress we have to win, that we have to win, everybody want to win, everybody fight, everybody play tough. And after a very good fourth quarter, the last 3 minutes, and when we go to 9 points difference, we try to destroy everything we built. All right, I understand. I know that my players, they have a lot of pressure. The team of England plays very good, tough on defense, steal the ball. We don't go back on defense. We relax a little bit about the score. and that was the biggest mistake for us, and I think the only mistake from our team. Anyway, in the last 5 minutes, we talked with the guys. We are more relaxed a little bit about all the situation. We said we can make it, we have to believe, and at the last moments we tried to attack the big guy Clark, because he plays a lot. He seems that he was tired, and we used to play the pick and roll against him. So our guards go aggressive and attack with a shot or a layup to the basket. And that was good for us because Giannis Atheneu made a great shot and give us the game. I want to congratulate coach and the team of Great Britain, also my players. I wish the best for the continuation of the qualification games. And for us, we continue. We have a difficult trip tomorrow, and we have to be ready for Monday's game.
Any questions for coach? And
Coach, just I mean, can you talk a little bit more about the fact you've had to essentially create 2 teams over these 4 days? I mean, a hard challenge is that for you?
Yes, it's very hard. It's very hard because even we try to call players of Panathinaikos and Olympiakos, it's not possible to come. So we take guys that they are, of course, in very good shape in Greek competition. You know everybody that the Greek championship, it's a very tough league. And the problem is that most of them, they didn't play together, not one time. So we choose to go with a few games. For every team we take 2 or 3 players, a few options that make the life easy. And we go like this. It's a risk, it's a big risk for all the teams, not only for us, for all the teams. But we have to go on. I think if the situation is in a normal position, with all the players to come for the teams to play, and we have full rosters, and maybe 1 or 2 days more to work, it will be a good option. But if it's like this, and we don't know about EuroLeague players, every time we have to find new players, we don't know what happened with injured players, because now we find 15. Maybe after 2 months and after 5 month season for everybody, or FIBA Euro Cup or FIBA Champions League, whatever, it's difficult to make a good roster. And everybody's looking at you. Everybody's waiting to see the team like he used to see. And you understand this is a difficult situation, very simple. But we have to look in front to go on, and this is the job.
Do you expect Antetokounmpo to play next summer in the 2 qualifying windows, or is that something you don't expect?
Okay, normal. The Bucks will be at maybe at the first round of the playoffs. Also, we have 3 more Greek players in the NBA. Giannis, for sure, it's the big star. We're gonna talk with them after the end of their games. Maybe I will travel to the States. We have the 2 games in the 29th of June and 2 of July, and the first 15 days of September, the second round. We believe that Giannis will be with us at least at the one of these. We will see his schedule, we will see the program they have from the Milwaukee, and we decide the best for him and for the team. But I can tell right now that Giannis will have a continuation in our team. Okay, the problem that summer, it's something serious. Maybe with better communication with the Bucks, we can save it earlier. And that's the mistake. But Giannis, for sure, he has a continuation for the team. That's guaranteed.
One more from you, John.
Giannis, with the 3 days you've had together as a team, what have you learned through this experience with the national side?
Αυτό είναι το πιο δύσκολο που είπε και ο coach, ότι πρέπει σε 3 μέρες να γίνουμε ομάδα. Οι περισσότεροι δεν έχουν παίξει ποτέ ξανά μαζί. Το καλό είναι ότι υπήρχε μεγάλη θέληση από όλους και πρέπει να είμαστε πολύ συγκεντρωμένοι για να γίνουμε όσο πιο νωρίς ομάδα.
As coach said before, this is the hardest part because most of us have never played together, especially for the national team. But we had big will and big desire, so we need to maintain our focus, so we get together as a team as fast as possible.
Okay. Anyone, just one last one from you, Coach. What did you make of the atmosphere in the arena tonight? Your first time, I'm sure, in Leicester.
In Leicester, yes, for sure. And no, I'm happy because I see I see that the people start to love the game. Basketball is a very nice game. I think in England he can go on because it's a bad situation when you lost all the players going to the States for the college after that in European championships, and no more than 25-30% stay here to play in the local league. This is a thing that they have to go on. But the fans, it was great atmosphere, and the British and the Greeks, I think they celebrate, they enjoy the game, and for us it's good to play on this kind of atmosphere, of course. Also, I like very much the gym because it's a very good training hall when they don't have the seats, and it's a very nice arena when we put it like this, and it's very nice.
We'll wrap this part of the press conference up, so thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You guys need to name?
Thank you.
Do you need those?
Coach, Coach was Teddy. Teddy, other side, Teddy, please. Right. Everybody ready? Okay, part two of the press conference with from Great Britain, Greece. Opening statement. I think Teddy your thoughts after a terrific contest.
Yeah, I think we fought hard. We played. We showed the effort. I think we didn't start like that from the first minute, and take the lead that we had in the first half and take advantage of it, get stops, and make smart plays, limit the turnovers. But I think we fought hard. I think, especially with a new coaching staff and some new guys who played their first cap today, it was a great effort, and I think the chemistry is there. I think I'm proud of how we fought, and I think moving forward, we've got nothing to worry about.
Coach Gavalotti, your first as head coach for Great Britain. How are your feelings in your opening statement?
Extremely disappointed. You know, I think we've thrown the game away. You know, first of all, you know, I'm proud of the guys, the way they fought to get themselves back in the game. It was a miracle comeback. You know, a 1 out of 100 comeback kind of thing, especially against a team at that level. I take responsibility. You know, with some. As much as the coach of Greece can say that, you know, we had a number of players from Eurobasket, it is a new coaching staff, and we had some new guys in there. Ovi hadn't played before, you know, barely at all. Tariq, and you know, we're trying to, you know, mold something in a slightly different way than Coach Bronte, and I take responsibility because it was a poor play call at the end of the overtime period, and that's a win that GB has to convert. I don't care who Greece turned up with. We just have to convert that, and you know, let's hope that that doesn't hurt us in the future in this qualification period.
Okay, let's open it up and take your questions. Who wants to go first?
What was the play call, Tony?
Well, you know, I mean, we were gonna try to get Obi towards the ring, and then Dan was going to flare Andrew around. That was the first set of the options. Dan on the step back. I have a better play that I could run it towards that end of that there. It's just, you know, the time score situation. You know, I went with suggestion, and it was just a poor play call, and I take responsibility for that. Hey, they made an incredible shot. You know, that's the problem. You know, these guys, we can say that's not their best team, but these guys are used to making those shots for their clubs in Champions League situations, in massive Greek League game situations. I mean, it was just an incredible shot. You know, we make that one stop there and the game is over. But it wasn't, and we still had a chance. And like I said, it was a poor play call, and there were some other things that I'm not happy with myself about. I was extremely happy with the way the players competed and stayed together, stayed with it. We just look a slight more disjointed. You know, we only had 3 days ourselves. Their style of basketball is their style of basketball. I'm trying to slightly change the way we play with, you know, more up-court pressure and playing at a faster tempo. And there were a number of times we just weren't good enough in that area. For sure, we didn't convert enough fast break points. In the second half, we did, but we didn't in the first half. The turnovers killed us. You know, not getting to the free throw line. You know, aggressively enough. These are all things that we're trying to do as a team, and we really were on the bottom side of that. Rob?
Teddy, is this going to fire the guys up for the trip to Estonia?
Definitely. I think every loss you try to learn from it and come back and win another game, but especially something like this where we fight hard and we prove that we can play and compete with anybody, I think, in Europe personally. So I think we just need to regroup, look at what we did wrong, correct that, and then we know it's urgent that we have to win because this is the road to China and we're trying to get there.
5 times? Is it 5 times now? You played Greece, and I think 4 of them are really close as well. So
yeah.
it must be.
I mean, yeah, that sucks even more for me. I definitely didn't want to lose to them personally because I played them so many times, and now I play there. It's like I know how to play. I want to win, and I think it's not just about me, but everybody wants to win every time we play. So I mean, it sucks, but we have to move forward, keep our head up, and come out and recover tomorrow, and then get on a plane and play Estonia.
Darren.
Coach, what positives can you take out of your debut as GB coach and take into Estonia on Monday?
Well, I mean, I honestly, well, first of all, I'm extremely proud of the person, the player to my right, Teddy. You know, I thought that he played not just a tremendous game, but his game looks like it's growing. You know, from the player that played at Eurobasket, and that can only help us. You know, from a GB standpoint, I was really happy with how our guys are together. I know they're going to take this pretty hard, but we've got quite a tight group and a group that's, you know, really committed to trying to win. I think that when we come back and look at the tape, there's some things we did well. The last, you know, 3 or 4 minutes we're just trying to explain to our players, hey, you know, no one wants to play at that level of that pressure. The problem is that that's a really hard thing to do, and you know, we need everyone committed, and it's not going to be easy physically. But if we get that right, not many teams will really want to play against us in that situation there. So I think that there's a step forward there. Again, a couple of too many empty possessions. I think we banged it too many times into the post. We didn't keep the ball moving enough at critical stages in that late 3rd and 4th quarter where they kind of brought the game away. But you know, the positives are, I mean, the only positives are that like Teddy says, you know, we're competing with a world basketball power. You know, we're there, but you know, we've got to convert these type of games.
Any more at this stage?
Sorry, in the second half of well, each quarter, there seemed to be a bit of a dip, or you lost fluency. How are you going to?
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. The coach can say whatever he wants about, you know, like I said, about the Eurobasket stuff. But Miles Heston hasn't played for 9 months, and you know, Miles looked at some stages looked great, okay, and other times he looked rusty. And like I said, Ovi, you know, had some really good play and some inconsistent play. Andrew really was great at the end of the game, but struggled. Luke just couldn't get into the flow of the game. He's one of our main guys, especially main scorers, and I think that that's down to me as a coach. You know, we just couldn't get him ball in that first period, and I think that kind of tuned him out. He had a couple of really bad foul calls. He took himself out psychologically then, and you know, got really frustrated with that process. So I think that you know, there's some inconsistencies that we had, and we've just got to address them. You know, we can't keep going through some of those dry spells and just then playing in spurts. We've got to learn to play with the consistency that these other teams do.
Plenty of Greeks there, but there were plenty of Brits there as too. Were you inspired by the atmosphere tonight too?
Me, definitely. Well, I come out and try and play hard every time I play. So having fans and playing at home is a big deal for me. Having people support you, people I don't know, and especially people after the game who come up to you and say it was a great game or we really enjoyed it. I mean, that makes us feel good, and where we have momentum and they're into the game, it just feeds us and makes us play harder for not just ourselves but for them for coming, for supporting. And I think it was a great atmosphere from both sides, and we appreciate them coming, and we hope that they come to more games and hopefully we convert it into wins.
Coach, last thoughts on the event from you?
No, I mean, first of all, thank you, to Leicester Arena and the riders being really good to us, and various other people, our board and everyone else has worked so hard to make this, a great event. And the atmosphere was great. There's no question that, these type of venues suit ourselves. We can't. None of this stuff has been bad. Everything's been good. Like I said, the week has been extremely positive so far, except for the result. And as a basketball nation, I understand everyone was excited that we got there and we put it into overtime and we were leading. But we have just got to convert these results. We had a chance. We had a chance to tell the basketball world that we're changing, and we didn't. And now we've got to work again. So that's what we're going to try to do starting from Monday.
Okay, commiserations. Teddy, Tony, thank you for your time. That concludes the press conference. Great Britain against Greece. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.